All right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and welcome to my stream here on Beam, where we're going to do some Kerbal Space Program. We're going to do a brand new career, going to install some mods from scratch, and we're going to do something, we're going to follow a historical career. So let's get into this. Let me go ahead and first of all, I want to check and make sure scratch, and we're going to do, all right, good. Audio sounds good. So let me press a key here. That one. Cool. Actually, I guess let's do that. So first of all, my installation is right here. This is a brand new installation, so we have nothing in our game folder. And we're going to do this a little bit differently than normal. I'm going to use CKAN. CKAN is a great mod management tool for Kerbal, and it's not the perfect solution, but it's a pretty good solution. There are some staples that a lot of people like to go with. So again, we're going to start just by. So I'm looking for engineer, KerbalEngineer Redux. We want that. We're going to take the MechJeb and Engineer for All because we are going to install MechJeb. We're just going to install some mods at a time. We're going to test to make sure the mods are working okay before we install everything, and then try to launch our career. So, yep, we need Module Manager. That is correct. So we'll go ahead and apply that. Following has been recommended. Yeah. Didn't I already have that? I think I did. So, when mods get installed, they go into your game data directory. And I'm just going to make sure everything looks... Yep, everything looks good. Now, since I have KerbalEngineer and MechJeb installed from a previous career, there are some config settings I'm going to copy over. It's just so I don't have to reconfigure everything else. So, KerbalEngineer, and I think settings is what I want. Yep. So copy, and then we're going to do a paste. Cool. For MechJeb 2 as well. So this just means I spend less time trying to figure out what I need to do versus what I really did do. I think I want to go to plugins, right, and then I want to go to plugin here. Okay, we're missing a plugin data folder, so let me copy that. And then here, the only thing I want is that one file. These are all config files that MechJeb keeps track of for the different craft you launch. I don't need those. I just need this global setting. So again, I don't have to change anything. So saving steps, saving time. And I think, oops, MechJeb, cool. Then I also have. I have another config file. It's called Hibernate. All the probe cores, when you create them, they have the auto hibernate already configured, so I don't keep forgetting to do that one. All right, so now some of the other things we're going to want is so we're going to do some historical contracts. So we need the ContractConfigurator. And we're also going to do historical progression. And I think, let's go ahead and, good. Waypoint Manager, you know, people tell me I need that. I'm going to install that at some other time. Coherent contracts. I do want life support. I don't want to install it right now. ScanSat, yes. I think I'm going to... Ooh, that's what I want. The historical progression. Again, we're going to install this stuff right now. And then in fact is what I'm going to do is we're going to launch the game with just these mods, make sure everything works, and then we're going to come back to it. So we're going to leave that open. So, okay, I seem to have forgotten something maybe. I did. I'm going to say yes to that. So let me kill this real quick. There was one setting I forgot to do. Hang on one sec. Be real quick. There's a command line, a Unity command line that I forgot to append. Okay, we should be good now. So again, we're going to make some progressive launches here. I'm going to create a sandbox. I just want to make sure the mods work. And the more and more mods we get installed, then I'll know we're at a stable point until something breaks, and I'll know it's the latest mods I install. I can back them out and try to figure out what broke. One of the pros and cons of mods. Mods are cool. One of the con is that they could break your game. Now, the more mods you have installed, the slower your startup is. And also, you can also have some potential mod conflicts too. So if you're new to modding, go slow. All right, so evidently, hang on. Something else I need to do. Again, taking a shortcut here so I don't have to redo everything. From a previous career, I'm just going to grab my settings file. That way I don't have to adjust the volume and everything else. Cool. Lipton iced tea sweetened. The best. So this is not the real cool part of the game. Doing the modding, if I would have done it offline, then a lot of people don't learn from it. So if you notice, we don't have music because I copied over my settings. Something I'm comfortable with. Okay, cool, no career. So for this one, we're just going to do a sandbox. Because I just want to make sure nothing breaks. And let's just put a craft out here. Okay, there's KerbalEngineer. MechJeb. I forgot, what else did I install? I forgot. Oh, contract config, right. Alright, so let's okay, we got KerbalEngineer showing up in here, great. And then if we go to not that. If we go to settings, there, advanced. Oh, maybe contract config doesn't show up in sandbox, which I guess makes some sense. Really? Okay, I didn't know that. Huh. Interesting. Let's create a dummy career. And okay, so maybe getting my folders confused here. So what I'm going to do here is, right, so icons. All right, okay, let's launch the game again. We're gonna go. We're gonna do a dummy career. We're gonna create a dummy career. I want to make sure Contract config is in fact working. I mean, it is installed, right? Contract config, it's there. And then our contract packs, we have our historical progression. All right, should work. Probably installing the mods is going to take, I'm going to say roughly 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. All right, let's go ahead and start a new career. Oh, you know what? I keep seeing something I keep forgetting here. All right. Career. Yeah. Wait, what? Career. Oh. So we're going to know if the tech tree. This looks like the normal tech tree. Oh, I haven't installed a new tech tree. I'm sorry. This is what I'm looking for. There it is. Okay, cool. It's there. Nice. All right, good. All right, good. So we know that works. All right, so the next thing I want to install is the mod author of the historical progression PAP. I want to install, he has a tech tree that goes along with that. Historical progression. And I think that's going to be good. So another mod I want is alarm clock. Oops. So again, like I said, we're going to install a few mods at a time. BetterBurnTime. Got that. Alright, so with that, BetterBurnTime, CrewManifest, that looks good. I don't need his flags. And again, gonna launch. Again, as we slowly install mods, our load times get a little bit longer. We want to make sure that as we install the mods, nothing breaks the game. And then there's going to be some mods that we're going to have to install manually too. So right now I'm using a mod tool that does most of the work for me. All right. So those KerbalAlarmClock, cool. We are going to can I do this in, we don't have too many parts, that's right. So really, oh, let's go make sure our tech tree is there. Pretty sure it is. Means I have a, whoa. All right, cool, I guess. What's at the end here? Ultra fuel. Alright, so we're gonna have to install another mod that I wasn't expecting to. Alright, so right off the bat we get a lot of stuff. Very cool. Let's see if I can just create a real quick rocket here. And again, this is a dummy career. We don't have a nose cone. Something under structural. There we go. Didn't I put a... Oh. Thought I put a pilot in it. Just kind of check and make sure everything looks good. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead. And what did I install? I'm gonna be doing this back and forth here. BetterBurnTime. Okay, so that all works. Let's go ahead and revert this back to the assembly. Let's go ahead and quit out. Now the tech tree I have installed, it's got a lot of gaps. So here's some stuff, there's some stuff, there's no stuff there. So that's confusing. Why do I have a tech tree that has stuff? Well, the mod for the tech tree allows for other mods to have parts. So I have a mod I'm going to install that's going to hide these empty nodes, as I call them. But the mod will automatically detect if I install a mod that requires it, it will make that node available. So we're going to go look for HideEmptyTechNode. Cool. What else do we want? Let's see, we got BetterBurnTime. I don't want that one. ContractConfigurator, CrewManifest, got that. GPO, let's see here. GPOSpeedFuelPump, nice. Haystack. Now these aren't part mods, these are kind of like craft manipulation, visual stuff. So what else am I looking for here? IndicatorLights. Alright, let's go ahead and install these. Again, let's CommunityTechTree. I do not want the CommunityTechTree. So if you have Kerbal on the console, unfortunately you cannot mod your game. Very sorry about that. I did read, so every Friday Squad puts out a an update, and it sounds like they're they have a release that's going to come out when, or an update when the PC version has the 1.3. When 1.3 comes out, there'll be an update not too far behind that. So now the test is, if we go to our research and an R&D, research and development, some of those nodes should be gone. The empty ones should be gone. And again, this is all just testing. I just want to make sure the mods don't break anything. So yeah, there's a lot less. No, and everything here should now have something in it. Good job. All right, good. Now what else did we just install? The fuel pumps. So do I have a normal fuel tank? I do. All right, so let me make sure this works. Can I see it from here? No, okay, cool. It works, sweet. Because I see the balance of the fuel pump, so that tells me that one works. Haystack. I believe, good, that's installed. Indicator light should have a part somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna have to trust that one works. I have KerbalEngineer. Okay, one I'm gonna install manually here. because quite frankly, it took me forever to figure it out. So I'm just going to copy it directly over from another career. So this one won't go through the mod manager, but it won't interfere either. So what do I want to do here? Here, Kerbocrats. Okay, that's not the one I want. Bear with me for a sec. If I go into this career, that. Cool. Alright, so I just want to take this folder, copy that into our E1. Alright. Alright, so what else do we want? KSP AVC? Is it called AVC? There we go. We want to get that. It's kind of a big brother. Since I installed some mods with CKAN, there are going to be some other mods I install manually, and this one will keep track. So if there's an update, it'll let me know just in case the mod author doesn't support CKAN. So that's a good thing. Minimum ambient light I want. Minimum ambient lighting. We're going to take NavHud. PrecieManuver. I think that's a good chunk right there. Alright, so once again, I think this is a pretty good start for the mods. Yay. So then, see, this one keeps track of certain mods, not every single mod. It lets me know if I have one that's out of date or not, like that. And then if there's an update, it'll say, hey, there's an update, and I can go download it. And again, this is going to be for the manual ones. And there's going to be, right off the bat, I know there's going to be 3 mods I'm going to install that aren't on CKAN. Wow, that tastes good. So I think there's the minimum. Now that got installed, but I'm going to copy over what I have installed from a previous career, so I get the setting just right. It took me a while to figure out which one worked. What else did we install? Oh, let's go see if let's put a rocket out and see if I get some stuff showing up. We'll do that again. Do that again. Do that again. This is not a real rocket. I'm just wanting to put something out on the... Oh, alright, fine. Did I get a pilot? I do. Alright. Okay. Turn that off. That looks good. Okay, good. That's good. That was there. That's good. KerbalAlarmClock. Good. Alright. So far, everything is aces, and I'm going to try to install 3 mods. They're going to be part mods, and this is a recommendation from the mod author that created the historical contract. So he recommends Blue Design. So Blue Design Burrow. Okay, this one is actually in here. Okay, so we're going to install that one. Oh. Okay. It's going to do what it says. So the Bluedog design is It's a recreation of a lot of the Saturn and Apollo parts. So when it's time to do some of the historical Apollo stuff, I'm going to have some stuff that looks very, very close to it. So again, before we go any further, let's go ahead and launch this career. And we're going to make sure. Good. Okay, good. It's picking up some of that stuff. Now also, if it gets installed correctly, what you can do is you can just simply Bluedog and parts. It's a lot of parts. Arrow. Cool. And then we have a Gina. Okay, so there's a lot of config parts, a lot of parts. That's one of 3 that the mod author recommended. So like I said, the more parts are installed, it's going to get a little bit slower. But we're getting close. We're getting close to where we're going to start this career. We're going to do some configuration with our contract config, because there's a lot of these stock contracts I don't want to do, because they're just, well, I'm going to say it, they're dumb. But what I'm hoping, I didn't realize I left that out there. Sorry, Jeb. All right, let's. Oh, so our tech tree grew a little bit because we added some parts. Okay, so we have some non-stock parts showing up. Very nice. Okay, so that seems to be fine. We have 2 more mods I want to install, and then we're going to start the career. And there might be some that I add on the fly because, well, I'm going to forget. And again, these are recommendations. So the other one is called SSTU. So I have to see what that stands for. I think this one actually is going to be a manual. So I'm going to go Kerbal space program. Oops. SSTU. And that stands for, well, SSTU Lab. So this is the mod that someone's recommending. This is compatible. That's the version we're running. It's called Shadow Space Technology Unlimited. And the download, the latest version can be here. It looks like, wow, that is really nice. So usually up at the top here, you're going to find your download location. Oh, there's an add-on already. Work in progress. Good. So where's the download at? Downloads. There. Cool. So we can go to the GitHub. So this mod author doesn't do a CKAN. This is as of 28 days later. So we are going to download a normal zip file. Alright, and then how you install a mod manually is you bring up your installation folder, and everything always goes in your game data directory, and this is what we downloaded. So I'm just going to use 7-zip. I'm going to unzip it into a folder under the same file name, and open this up, and you're going to notice we have a game data directory. So it has some ships here. Source code, subassemblies. Alright, so those are all empty. We're not going to worry about it. So in game data, we don't have to worry about that one because we already have that one. He has a community resource pack. We just installed one. So we're just going to copy these right here, because I'm not too sure. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put those there. So here's our installation folder. We're going to take this community resource pack, we're going to move it. Now it's a requirement for another mod, but we're going to copy this one over, and if we're told that what we install is out of date, then we have a replacement for it. If we don't get a warning, then we're good. Okay, so this is the second mod, part mod. So again, let's launch KSP, and there's going to be a third one. Now, These three mods I've never actually used before, but they're part mods, so it's going to be one of those. So again, it told me we're out of date, so we're going to close this. We're going to stop Kerbal from launching, and then we're going to grab this one. We're going to copy it, and we're just going to paste it right over. So the one that came with that mod is a little bit out of date. And the one that we download for another mod is actually more up to date. So hopefully we won't get that warning. Cool. So after this one more part mod, it'll be, I think it's going to be another manual install. Yep. And again, these are parts. So the one called Bluedog Design is a recreation of a lot of the US stuff, including Saturn and Apollo. The other one that's called the SSTU has Soviet and modern American stuff from Apollo up to other launch vehicles. So we're going to have some variety. And again, if anyone has any questions, comment below, or chances are I'm going to put this up on my YouTube video. So if you have any input, any questions, any mod suggestions, fire away. So again, I'm not testing the parts. I just want to make sure that the career we have created, since these are all part mods, I should see more nodes opening up in our research and development. Oh, yes, we are. Pap1723, speak of the devil, thank you for that follow, Pap. Hey, Pap, you recognize the tech tree? So I'm just going in here and making sure that some of this, making sure some of all the mods are showing up, and it looks like they are. Those are some really high prices. All right, cool. How is the Beam stream? First time I've been here. Well, Pap, I've been actually streaming on Beam and Twitch for about, well, tomorrow will be 3 weeks. But I haven't been doing Beam exclusive. So Beam has what they call an FTL technology, a faster than light. So when you chat, I see it pretty much immediately. The video is still a little bit delayed, but it's what Twitch doesn't offer. So that's why a lot of the Beam people like it, because their chat is more interactive than the actual Twitch chat. Otherwise, I'm doing great. How about yourself? And I had my chat was covered up because I was installing mods. So I got one more to install. Again, one of your recommendations, Pap, and appreciate you chiming in. So we got that installed, so we don't need that anymore. Don't need that. Let's delete that. Last but not least, this is something called something aerospace. So let's see if this is available on CKAN. I don't see that one. So we're gonna have to, in fact, the other one was called, whoops, did I close it? I did, doggone it. It's called Shadow. I wonder if it was, nope, that's not out there. All right. So, and then the other one that you recommended was the Coat, and that's not out there. So we're going to have to install that one manually as well. All right, and then what we're installing here is the Coatl Aerospace. Ooh, look at that. That's a Venera, I believe. Drac Omega, thank you for that follow. I appreciate that very much. So we're going to go ahead and download from here. This is updated as of 3 days ago. Cool. Oh, look at all this stuff. I have no idea what this is, but I'm very excited. Alright, let's download this. Now again, a lot of these part mods I may or may not use, and depending upon how the career goes, you might be able to uninstall them if you're not using them. So there's always a, oops. There's always an upside and a downside. Alright, so once again, this is the latest one we got, so we're going to uncompress it. Alright, and then we're going to open this up. Game data directory, and... oh! Wait! Oh! I like that. So... oh, I wonder if this Firespitter's up to date. That's actually maintained by another mod author I'm aware of. Anyway, so we have this. What are we overwriting? I don't have any of those. So I have fire and oh, I already had fire. Oh, I didn't realize that. All right, well. All right. Now, since he has some animated for DMagic, I might as well install DMagic. Okay. And then if Firespitter's out of date, we can update that. So let's go to CKAN, which I'm not running. A replacement for module science experiment and module animate. I don't know what that means. Looks like it's the same dude. I would like that eventually. Ooh, universal storage. Oh man, that is so nice to have. Maybe. Alright. I forgot about universal storage. Alright, so... alright, let's see how Kerbal does. Let's see if Firespitter gives us a warning. I always get nervous that when you have one mod installed, you get another mod that has a dependency of a mod, like we just experienced. If they don't update their dependency, that means you've installed an older version of the mod. It looks like we're okay then, as long as Firespitter shows up here. Yeah, it does. Cool. Alright, so we are, once again, we're just going to hop in, look at the R&D, and if everything looks good, then we're going to start a brand new career and actually start. So it only took me about 30 minutes. It's not bad, but we're not done with the mods. There's going to be some other mods coming down the road. I just wanted to get some staples installed. And there's some other things that are going to help us up with some situations and stuff like that. I think I might install some visual mods. Now I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm tired. So I might have an hour. I might maybe have 2 hours in me, but I just got started late, Easter. I'm sure everyone understands. But this is going to be a regular career that I'm going to be doing on Beam, so hopefully we have some nice consistency here. So I'm going to go to Start Game. I want to delete these two careers. I can delete these, right? Cool. Alright, then we're going to start a brand new one, career. Let's go get the Gamer Circle logo here. And we're going to call this Beam Only 2017. Oh, that's a 4. And what do we want to do here? So we want to enable that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. We want to do this at 1, and then I saw someone say that they were doing 1.1. It was 1.01. Okay, that's good. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Now for this one is what I want to do. There's a lot of stuff I don't want to do. It's like the tourism. Oops. Stations, satellites, reconnaissance survey, part testing, orbital survey, magnetic survey, ISRU grand tours, flag planting, exploration, science I'll leave on, base construction, asteroid survey, asteroid recovery, anomalies. I know it sounds like I'm turning everything off, but trust me, a lot of these things, I don't think I want the surveys on. Rescue and recovery is fine. Alright, so we'll do accept. Let's go back into here. Okay, HideEmptyTechTreeNodes. Okay. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is, so I'm probably going to leave. For the most part, fine. What was the difference? Oh, it doesn't show me. Oh, I want that on. Oh, I see it resets some of this stuff. Alright, so allow... No, I don't want to do that. That. Allow action groups, part upgrades, require signal, plasma blackout. Oh, this stuff got reset. So this needs to be 1.0. And I can't remember... Maybe that's 0.95. I do not want to enable the other ground stations, so let's accept. Okay, brand new career. Let's build some rockets. Let me go out and do something here real quick. Updating a forum post, and with that, I'm going to tweet that as well. Oops, I spelled that wrong. I forgot 140 character limit. You can't really be verbose. Perfect. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I wanted to tweet it. Oh wait. Okay, so now this is what we have. So we have a lot of missions to do here. Our first sounding rocket, our first flight, orbit Kerbin, launch our first vessel. So let's accept that one. Launch our first vessel off the launch pad or runway to achieve this goal. All right. And this one should be launch our first sounding rocket to the upper atmosphere. Okay, so we're going to do that one. We have to go 50,000 meters. So gather scientific data from Kerbin. Give us a quick crew report before launching. Okay, we can do that, I think. So let's go in here. And for some reason I don't have chat open, so if anyone's chatting with me, I don't see you. Alright, so a crew report. So that means basically we need to put a crewman in a rocket. Put a little Jeb in there. And I think what we built the first time out is going to be, well, our first rocket. So instead of a nose cone, we're going to put a chute. Oh, we don't have chutes? Oh. Well, looks like I get some Kerbin. Alright, so launch our first vessel. So I guess is what we're going to do is we're going to create ourselves an unmanned probe here of some kind. I don't have chutes, so what the heck is that? That's something new. I don't know what that is. But we need some is that actually scientific? So that does a temperature, that does a temperature, that does radiation. Oh, cool. Alright, so we're going to put some scientific data here. What does this thing look like? Some sort of weird gadget. Cool. I like weird gadgets. So again, we want to gather science. And we want to launch a vessel. So I wonder if... So that's all I have for fuel tanks. What happened to the other fuel tank? I thought I had other fuel tank. Oh, I guess I don't. Alright. Alright, let's dial this back a little bit. What else do we have here? What is that? Oh, it's an antenna. So that's an antenna. Primitive antenna, simplest design, basically a metal stick that is not particularly powerful, but it makes up for it being weightless, drawing almost no power. Pretty nice. What's that look like? Oh, that thing is dinky. I like that. I'm going to try it out. I have a battery. We are going to add some batteries here. Or one. So, again, this is an unmanned to just recover some science and to launch. And I'm unclear as to what parts we start with. Alright, so we're going to try first rocket. Uh-oh. Please tell me no one got in there. Good. We have no pilot. So SAS. Oh, we don't have SAS. Oh, this should be fun. Alright, so wait a minute. First of all. No, not that. Where is that? That on. Let's go ahead and transmit. Transmit. Cool. So we transmitted our science. We don't have a parachute, so this thing's gonna crash. What is that? Is that? Oh, that's the battery. We drained our battery, so we're out of electrical charge, right? No, we still have electrical charge. Alright, so what did we do? We've gathered scientific data. We got 8,000 Kerbucklebucks and 2 science. We gathered scientific data from Curvin, so we got paid and some science. A whole bunch of firsts and some science. Launched our first vessel, so yeah. And again, launched our first vessel. So 4 contracts, 4 achievements in 1. Hooray team. This is going to crash and burn. We transmitted the science, so whatever we had, we transmitted. And everyone likes to see explosions. Here we go. Oh, look at that. We got an achievement for exploding stuff. We have returned to the surface. I guess because this survived? Okay. I'm going to mark this as debris so the game will clean it up. Oops. Or maybe we can recover it when it stops moving. I have to... Yeah, oh yeah, we returned all right. Would have been rolling forever. So we got 44 science. Very cool. Let's go see what we can get here. Well, first of all, this costs 1. Some structural pieces. Some basic avionics, that costs 1. So we have 42. So everything in this column costs 5. Wow, look at all those engines. I have no idea what those engines are. It's plain parts. I'm not worried about that. It's a lot of fuel tanks. That's really cool. A bunch of electrical parts. Some more scientific data. That's a must. Another cockpit. Not worried about that. Some wings and stuff. What's that? That's a probe core. So we got some various probe cores in here. Huh. Okay. Bunch of parts. Wow. More airplane stuff, but we have a fairing. Well, I think we're going to go with the fuel. I'm going to go with the rockets. We're going to go with electrical. I really don't want that. Surface controls. Again, these only cost 5. Decouplers, good. So we have 12 left. We can get general rocketry, more gas tanks, different launch clamps. Ooh, look at that. Nice little probe core. 15. Oh, we don't have 15. Well, I know a way of getting some more science. Since we have more science, we have a way of doing that. All right. So, let's see. I thought I turned off part testing. Hold, please. Let's go into settings, config. Oh, they're all on. Criminy. So I don't want to do turbines, don't want to satellites, no. Rescue and recovery, yes. Reconnaissance survey, no. Part testing, no. Grand tours, no. Flag. We'll leave that on for now until it gets stupid. Collecting science, I want. Asteroid survey, asteroid recovery, and anomalies. We're going to turn all that off. Alright, so what we have to do is do a scene change here. And then now, if we go back, mission control should. All right. Escape the atmosphere. This one we have to go above 50,000. All right. We gotta. Do we have a probe core yet? Oh, I don't think we do. Well, we do, but there's no SAS. Oh, wait a minute. Let's start with a new craft. So that's a probe core. Wow, that's small. Now, what does that have? Unmanned remote pilot. It only has, well, it has SAS at least. What does this have? SAS. Alright, well. So we're doing, oops. So that we need 70,000. This one need 50,000. Hope we can do it. So let's go and accept that contract. So we did pick up some new parts. Let's see if we can. Whoa, that's huge. That too. That as well. So this little probe core here, I don't have a fuel tank small enough for it. So when it comes to probe cores, I guess that's a little bit bigger. And it's got solar panels on it too. And this has SAS. Alright, so let's do this. Put that there. And we're going to route there. So we need to get to 50,000 kilometers. Well, let's see here. What do we have for? Do any of these things fit? No. No. Look there. So that one is that has liquid fuel and oxidizer. Not a whole lot. Actually blends very nicely. Can we do a decouple? Man, I hate to tell you this. I'm losing my energy streak here. You know what, guys? I hate to say this. I can't focus because I'm so tired. So, good video for a couple of good launches, setting up some mods. We're going to do this again real soon. So, those of you that came out, I really appreciate it. Sorry, I couldn't hang tough. I can't focus because I'm so tired. That's what I get for having a full belly of food. Again, you guys, we'll see you real soon, okay? Thanks a lot. Sorry it was so short. We're going to make these longer. I promise. All right. See you guys later.